Welcome friends. So we'll continue the next set of video regarding 2021 JMS question. One thing I have observed that in 2021, especially the last session, because here we are discussing the August, the last month, because the last question of the last video is completed with the July session of the third phase of the mains exam. So this is the fourth and the last phase. So still the complete official paper from the NTA is not yet released. So whatsoever the memory based questions are there, I have covered all those questions, and on an average one or two questions on each topic is on each paper is covered over there. But surprisingly what I observed here in this particular session is that not exactly the question based on theory of equation or polynomial has come. It has been asked in some other way, the way we used to see, like in complex number. See, this question is of complex number, root 3 plus I power 100, whereas this first question is of trigonometry. This last question of this slide is again of trigonometry. Only the second question is exactly of quadratic equation, and in fact this question is repeating. We already done as a PYQ, beta gamma upon lambda. Fine, that is something they have asked us to find, so it's a repetitive question. Again, these questions are not so tough. If I say in the last video I told that the July attempt was supposed to be tougher, but if I go to the if I analyze the August attempt, I can simply say that it is the easiest of the lot. Maybe February, March, it depends on student to student, but if I have to compare the 4, July is the toughest, August supposed to be easy, Feb and March were easier. Fine, so let us start with the question. The first question is, if cos x upon 1 plus sin x is equal to mod tan x, then number of solutions in first 4 quadrants 0 to 2 pi. So make a note that it is they are asking number of solutions, and it is mod tan x and first 4 quadrant. One common mistake which student used to do here is this. Always remember that if you just talk about the limit and all that, we used to see the denominator. At what point, at what value of x the denominator is 0. Every time make a note that you need to look at that particular part. So 1 plus sin x is here. So sin x can never be equal to minus 1. If sin x is minus 1, this becomes 0, and obviously it's not defined. So make a note that whatsoever is your solution, sin x value could never be minus 1. Fine. So let us start this question. Let me take positive value of tan x first. So case 1, that cos x upon 1 plus sin x is equal to positive tan x, so which is sin x upon cos x. Very simple question, very simple. It's a 10th standard question. Crossing it, so it is cos square x, and crossing it, it is sin square x plus sin x. So sin square x plus sin x. So I can write down this cos square x as 1 minus sin square x, so that I can get a quadratic. So 1 minus sin square x, so it becomes 2 sin square x, because that minus sin square x goes to this side, 2 sin square x plus sin x, and that 1 shifted as minus 1. Fine, so that is something we are getting a quadratic in sin x, so sin x will be equal to what? Fine, so you can split this, I guess it can be split. Fine, plus 2 minus 1 is something a split you can have for this. So what is the answer you are going to get? Sin x will be equal to minus 1 and 1 by 2. That is something the answer you are going to get. You can do your work this. That is something a trick which I use to get the direct answer for the root. So sin x is equal to minus 1 and half. But we already declared in the beginning that sin x can never be equal to 1. Can never be equal to 1. So discard this answer. So I got half. Now half is a possible answer. Half is a possible answer. Why? Because 0 to 2 pi sin pi by 6. So I can say a question asks number of solutions. Number of solutions means values of x. So let me start the values of x as pi by 6. But sin 5 pi by 6, sin 5 pi by 6 is also half. So can I take 5 pi by 6? No, I can't take, because the moment I took sin 5 pi by 6, tan become negative, because in the second quadrant tan is negative. Because 5 pi by 6 is 150 degree, which is second quadrant. So I got just one solution till now. Now case 2. So make a note of this small point, very important. Case 2 is cos x upon 1 plus sin x is equal to minus tan x. So minus sin x upon cos x. Fine. Same step, do the cross. So cos square x plus sin square. Check out cos square x and is equal to minus sin square x goes to this side as plus sin square x. And minus sin x into 1 is minus sin x, and we know that this is 1, so it gives me sin x is equal to, this is 1 and minus shifted to this side, so sin x is equal to minus 1, which is not possible. Sorry, sin x is equal to minus 1, actually it is minus 1, it is minus 1, right? Sin x cannot be equal to minus 1 because if I took sin x is equal to minus 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0. It's not 1, it's minus 1. Fine, let me just write it down properly. Minus 1. Fine, here again it was minus 1, so we are discarded. So half was the answer, which gives x is equal to pi by 6 and sin x is equal to minus 1 is something which we can't take. That's it. So our answer is just one solution. Option A, one solution. So isn't it an easy question? I can say that if you know about a little bit of quadrant with the trigonometric ratio, it's a 10th standard question. Very simple question, and still it took very less time to crack. Fine. Second question. So second question, I told you in the beginning, it's a repeating question. Earlier it has been asked. Sometimes they are asked. Actually, this question beta gamma upon lambda has asked 3-4 times in mains. Sometimes they have changed the number, but the step remains same. Fine, quickly we can just work out. Alpha beta are the roots, so what is sum of the root? Alpha plus beta. What is sum of the root? Alpha plus beta is 1. Alpha beta, the product of the root is 2 lambda. 2 lambda. So this was my first quadratic, and then second quadratic is this, whose roots are alpha and gamma. So common root, one common root, but we'll just think about it later. Alpha plus gamma is 4 by 3, and the product alpha gamma is 27 lambda by 3, so 9 lambda. 9 lambda. Fine. So what I can do, I have to eliminate 1, and in fact there is no alpha, so let me eliminate alpha. So let me divide this and this two relations. So if I divide this by this, so alpha beta by alpha gamma is equal to 2 lambda upon 9 lambda. So it gives me beta upon gamma is equal to 2 by 9. Something like this is the relation which I am taking. Fine. Now I have used this two, so I left with this and this. Fine. So what I can do, I can subtract this minus this minus this. So alpha plus gamma minus of alpha plus beta is gamma minus beta. Fine. This, so this and this minus this, we are doing alpha minus alpha get cancelled, gamma minus beta, and 4 by 3 minus 1 is 1 by 3. Fine. Now see beta gamma and gamma beta, that relation. So I can replace beta with this 2 by 9 gamma. So gamma minus 2 by 9 gamma is equal to 1 by 3. So that gives me 9 gamma minus 2 gamma, 7 gamma by 9. So it is 7 gamma by 9 is equal to 1 by 3. So 7 gamma. 7 gamma is equal to 3, or I can say gamma is equal to 3 by 7. So I got gamma is equal to 3 by 7. Put it over here. So that gives me beta is equal to, check out, gamma is equal to 3 by 7. So 2 by 9 into 3 by 7. So you got it like 2 by 21 is your beta. What else we require? Lambda. What else we require? Lambda. So in order to get a lambda, what we can do? Alpha plus gamma is 4 by 3. So from that I can get alpha. Alpha is equal to 4 by 3 minus gamma, and gamma we got as 3 by 7, minus 3 by 7. So it gives me 28 minus 9, 19 by 21. So now I know alpha and alpha beta product is 2 lambda. So 19 by 21 is alpha and beta is 2 by 21. So it gives me the value of 2 lambda. So that is 2 into lambda. So 2 gets cancelled. So lambda will be equal to 19 upon 21 square 441. Just don't write it down because question asks is beta gamma upon lambda. So something may cancel. So beta is this 2 by 21 beta multiplied by gamma, which is 3 by 7 beta gamma upon lambda. Lambda is something we got 19 upon 21. So 19 upon 21 into 21. Fine. So 121 get cancelled. 7 3s are 3 3s are 9 2s are 18 upon 19. So it is 18 upon 19. Do we have option 18 upon 19? So this is something the answer we got 18 upon 19. Fine. So that is the answer. It's again a repeating question. I told it. So I don't think there is much to explain it again. It's a very simple question. Fine. So just you need to play with the number. So that second question is asked in the 26th August second shift. It's just few days back, 15 to 20 days back, around 20 days back. These questions, this paper was conducted. Yeah. In fact, these two questions, 61 and 62, both belongs to second shift 26th August. And this third question is purely we can say that complex number. Fine. So but they have given P and Q are the roots of the equation. So as I told that I will pick up all those questions which is relevant to theory of equation. So that's why I picked it up. Second thing in this question, one more point I will inform you which you can take the benefit of MCQ pattern. See, they have given something like this, and then P and Q are the roots of the equation, and they have given equation. So P and Q are the roots of the equation. See, we know that any quadratic equation can be written in terms of their root as suppose alpha and beta are the roots, or P and Q are the roots. So it is minus of P plus Q plus P, something like this. Always remember, it is something a basic concept of 9th standard, x square minus P plus Q times x plus PQ. Check out what could be the possible cases. So if P and Q are root 3 and root 1, so their product will be root 3 1 because PQ is a product. So this could be the possible answer. A could be the answer. So I am just taking it. Here see it is plus, so we require it to be minus. So if I put it minus, both this will become minus. That means the roots will be minus root 3 and minus 1. So their product will be positive. Here it is negative. So it couldn't be the answer. Very simple. Now again see, here it is minus, so one root is positive, another root is minus 1. So root 3 into minus 1. Root 3 into minus 1 because PQ product is the third term. Root 3 into minus 1 is minus root 3. Here they have given plus root 3, so this couldn't be the answer. Fine. So here it is root 3 minus 1, so root 3 is positive and 1 is negative. So root 3 and minus 1 have the two zeros and their product is also negative, so it could be the answer. So what we call it KBC 50-50 we are done. So two options has been eradicated. We left with the option A or D. Fine. So our answer should be either A or D. So suppose you come across this kind of question in the end. So at least some guess you can have to crack this. And one more guess I can give you. The guess is very simple. When you have root 3 plus I over here, plus here, and P plus IQ here, the comparison of the two complex, plus and plus, so one root will be negative. It is always. It is plus, so one root will be negative. Over, the answer is option 4, because here both the roots are positive. So before starting the question, I got the answer. I wonder that student who just appeared this, 26th August second shift this question, I don't think they would have done the way I have approached it here. Anyway, so now we'll start the question. It may be a little lengthy because I have to follow the Euler's method and all that, but I already got the answer. I guess hardly 30 seconds it took me to guess the answer. Fine, let us start. So root 3 plus I power 100 or 2 to the power 99 is equal to 2 to the power 99 P plus IQ. So Euler's, if you remember, Euler's rule is cos x plus I sin x is equal to e to the power ix. So I require some cos and sin over here. So in order to make cos and sin here, what I can do, it's not here right now, and neither this root 3 or 1 are the major angle. So what I can do, I will divide it by 2. So actually I have divided by 2 to the power 100. I have divided by 2 to the power 100. So just to compensate, I will multiply by 2 to the power 100. I will multiply by 2 to the power 100. So I am writing it 2 to the power 100, 2 to the power 100, and then this root 3 by 2. So can I say cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus half I. Half is sin 30. Sin 30. I sin pi by 6. And to the power 100, because this 100 will remain as it is. Fine. And that's equal to 2 to the power 99 p plus I cube. So this 2 to the power 99 and 2 to the power 100 will be adjusted, cancelled. So I'll left with 2 here. And then the rest is this. Fine. Now it is something Euler's rule which you can apply here, that cos theta plus I sin theta power n will give you 2 as it is cos n theta. You remember cos n theta. So 100 pi by 6. So 100 by 6 is 50 pi by 3 plus I sin 50 pi by 3 is equal to p plus I cube. Fine, that is something we are getting. See, this is the your what we call it real part, and this is the imaginary part. So you can compare the two, and P and Q value you will get, and the roots of the equation P and Q value is something which we require. And I am damn sure it will give you the fourth option. I am damn sure. Fine, you can start counting the time when I started this step and the answer which I have given for in the beginning. Fine. So now the problem is to get the value of this cos 50 pi by 3. So 50 by 3, 48 by 3 gives me 16. 48 by 3 gives me 16. So 50 pi by 3 can be written as 48 pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3. Why 48? Because I am getting 16 pi. 16 pi plus 2 pi by 3. And 16 is what? Multiple of 4. So first, second, third, fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant means becomes 0. 360 means 0. So this will be 4's multiple. So it becomes 0. So it is just 2 pi by 3. And cos 2 pi by 3. Second quadrant, cos 120 minus half. Fine. So it's minus half. So 2 into minus half. Fine. If you remember, I told one root will be negative. Check out this cos should be compared with p. So 2 into minus half, your answer already got as minus 1, and p is equal to minus 1. So stop here only. I mean, that is something I will do it completely, but you should stop here only because you don't have much time in the paper. I have enough time. Fine. Now this something okay, fine. So again 2 pi by 3 sin 50 pi by 3, just the way cos has been done. 2 pi by 3 is your 120 and sin 120 is root 3 by 2. Fine. So that root 3 by 2 is equated with 2 and 2 get cancelled. So root 3 is equated with q. So we got the value of 2 to be root 3 and the value of p is coming to be minus 1. That's it. Root 3 and minus 1. Fine. So that is something you got. So consider to be a little tougher question, but it was not so. It was not so. So two approaches which I told to crack this question. I hope that both these approaches were easier, but what we call it unorthodox way is the first approach. Fine. Then comes the fourth question. I wish that you guys can see this fourth question. If no, then I will just write it down. It's again a trigonometry based question. Question is sin power 4x plus cos power 4x minus sin x cos x is equal to 0 is the relation they have given, and x belongs to 0 to pi, close interval. Fine. Then find the value of question is 8s upon pi. Fine, where s is given to be sum of solution of given equation. So whatever the solution we are getting, so as see we have to find this value, and s is something which we can pull out from here. Fine, very simple questions. Very simple question. I can again say it's a 10th standard question. It's again a 10th standard question. Check out this. I'm just working on this quickly. I can say it as sin square x plus cos square x, the whole square. So that is sin power 4x plus cos power 4x plus 2 sin square x cos square x. Extra has come. So minus 2 sin square x cos square x minus sin x cos x is equal to 0. So this is 1 square is 1. So now shift everything to the other side. So it will be 2 sin square x cos square x, or rather I can say 2 sin x cos x the whole square plus sin x cos x. Fine, that goes to the other side and this is equal to 1. Or we can say it is minus 1 is equal to 0, something like that. So let us take sin x cos x to be y. So it becomes 2y square plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Fine. So can I have plus 2 and minus 1 as the break for this? And my answer will be y is equal to minus 1 and half. Plus same as that of the last question. It's minus 1 and half. Fine. What was y? Sin x cos x. Fine. The product sin x cos x can never be minus 1. Can never be minus 1. In any condition, the product sin x cos x can never be minus 1. Even though we are talking about 0 to pi, in that it is not possible in any condition, because we know that if sin x is 1, then cos x can never be 1. So this is not possible. So we got sin x cos x is equal to half. We got sin x cos x is equal to half. So that means question asked is solution of this. So we are getting just one solution. Sin x cos x is equal to half is something you can sort it out. Oh, okay, fine. I will just do that. So 2 sin x cos x, 2 shifted there. So 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. So sin 2x is equal to 1. Sin 90 is 1. So that means 2x is equal to 90. Oh, let me write down sin. So 2x is equal to pi by 2. So that gives me x is equal to pi by 4. Only one solution. Only one solution. X is equal to pi by 4. What they are told? S is what? S is the sum of solution of given equation. I got only one solution. So that solution is pi by 4. Simple. So question asks it is upon pi. So 8 into pi by 4. And here it is pi. So pi get cancelled. 4 2s are 8. Fine. So it's an integer based question. So obviously the answer will be 2. Answer for this question will be 2. So again I am repeating, it's not so tough question. The only thing which you need to pull out of this equation is the value of x. And that values, if suppose more than one values of x are coming, because s is the sum of solution. So you need to multiply those, sum it out and 8 into that sum upon pi. That is something they asked us. When we sort it out, we got only one value, x is equal to pi by 4, we put it down over there, and then similarly we got the answer after cutting it all, 2 as the final answer. Fine, thank you. Well, so next question is question number 64, asked in 27th August second shift. I can see that this is beauty. This is really a very good question. If this quadratic square minus k plus 1 times this quadratic multiplied by again the same quadratic, so let me just distinguish the two. This and this is same, and this is same. Fine. So if we just observe the two, it is 3x square plus 4x plus 3, 3x square plus 4x plus 2. So the best opportunity for me here is consider this to be some variable. So let me rewrite it. So if I just take it as say k, so this will be this inside bracket will be k plus 1. It will be sorry I will not take k because k is already there. Let me take t. So I will take this to be t. So this will be t plus 1 square. So it is t plus 1 square. I am writing it here minus k plus 1 times it is t plus 1, no, it's just t because it is plus 2 multiplied by it is t plus 1 plus k times this one is t square and is equal to 0. That is something the relation I am getting. Now let me just solve it quickly. So it's t square plus 2t plus 1 minus t square plus t times k plus 1 plus kt square is equal to 0. Fine. So it is t square plus 2t plus 1 minus, see this kt square, 1t square then minus t square. Fine. Then tk but negative, so minus tk. Then t ones are t minus t plus kt square is equal to, very simple calculation. So plus kt square minus kt square, t square minus t square, 2t minus t is just t, 2t minus t is just t, and this is minus tk, and this is plus 1 is equal to 0. That is something I am getting. Or I can simply say t times 1 minus k is equal to minus 1. Fine, we are simplifying because question asked is find the value of k, so we are trying to get closer to k. So it is t times 1 minus k. So can I write down t is equal to 1 upon k minus 1, just like that. Fine. So what is t? T is this. So that is equal to 3x square plus 4x plus 2. Can I solve this quadratic? K is a constant shifted to that side, so it becomes a quadratic. So we can just solve that quadratic for has real roots. So we got the condition discriminant should be positive. So what I can say that discriminant should be positive. Before that I will just write it down. 3x square plus 4x plus 2 minus this shifted to the other side, 1 upon k minus 1 is equal to 0. That is my quadratic. That is my quadratic. Discriminant should be greater than equal to 0 is my condition. So what is that? B square will be 16 minus 4ac, 4 into 3, 12 times c is what? This cross. So upon k minus 1. When we do this cross, k minus 1 will come in the denominator. So it is 2k minus, check out 2k minus 2 minus 1. So 2k minus 3. Fine. So that will be greater than equal to 0. Check out again. 2k minus 2 minus 1. So 2k minus 3 upon k minus 1 is as this. Fine. So 4 can be cancelled. So it will be, can I just erase this portion. Very simple. This portion. Fine. Yeah, so when I see this, I can cancel 4, and after cancelling 4, what will happen? It will be 4 times k minus 1, this k minus 1 is shifted, minus 3 times 2k minus 3, greater than equal to 0. Fine, upon k minus 1 is ruled out. Now just solving this, 4k minus 6k is minus 2k. 4k minus 6k is minus 2k, minus 4 plus 9. Minus 4 plus 9 is plus 5. Is plus 5 and greater than equal to 0. So I can rewrite it as 2k minus 5 less than equal to 0. So k is less than equal to 5 by 2. K is less than equal to 5 by 2. Fine. Now question arises is one thing that what is the option here? Option is something like this. Fine. So k equal to 5 by 2 is one case we are getting. So this or this, B or D. Fine. So what shouldn't become? Because it is k less than equal to. So any value less than 5 by 2 is included. Any value less than 5 by 2 is included, but what shouldn't be included? So the last slide, the first question which we are done, denominator should never be negative. That concept will be always there. So here check out k minus 1. So k cannot be equal to 1. If I took k equal to 1, everything go on a toss because it becomes not defined. So k cannot be equal to 1. So this is open interval 1. This is open interval 1. So my answer will be this one. Fine. My answer will be this one. Hope this is fine. Not so tough. Again I will tell you that this is not a tough question at all. Fine. I told in the beginning that it's a beauty, but the beauty stops at one moment, that is put this equal to t. That's it. Nothing great after that. Fine. Next question, this is 31st August, oh just 2 weeks back, 31st August, second shift 21, number of solution of equation. We have done this kind of question with sine square and cos square. This is with tan and sec, again an easy question, 0 to pi by 4 they are told. So let us solve this question quickly. Let me try with the black pen. So 32 power tan square x plus, in order to use the rule of power indices, I am converting this sec square x as 1 plus tan square x is equal to 81. So a power m plus n is a power m into a power n. So 32 power tan square x can be taken common from here and here. So when I took 32 power tan square x common, so I left with 1. So 1 plus 32 is equal to 81. Fine. So 32 power tan square x is equal to 81 upon 33. So which is 27 upon 11. Fine. So stuck? No. So when you will be stuck somewhere like this, the question asked is number of solutions. So value of x. X is in the power. So best approach is to take log. So when I took log both sides to the base 32, I need to take log to the base 32. So tan square x will be log 27 upon 11 to the base 32. Fine, that is something we are getting. Now a common sense says what? A common sense says that 27 upon 11 is 2 or 3, 2 point something, say 3. So log of 3 to the base 32. Log of 3 to the base 32. Always remember, it's a halwa question once again. Log of 3 to the base 32 is always less than 1. Because log a to the base b, where a less than b, will always less than 1. Fine. So log of, say suppose 3 to the base 32 will be less than 1. And obviously log is positive, so greater than 0. So tan square x or tan x is what? It is 1 less than 1. So obviously I can say that tan x will be 1. Tan pi by 4 is 1. They have also given the limit 0 to pi by 4. So there will be only one solution of that in that range, isn't it? Once again I am repeating, the value of this is less than 1. The complete bracket, find the square bracket, the value of this is less than 1. Tan square x is less than 1. Consider it to be, say, tan square x to be less than 1. Fine. So tan x will be again less than 1 because taking under it will give you that. And obviously tan pi by 4 is 1. So x will be in between 0 to pi by 4. So that's it. Number of solution, one solution. Over. The question is over. How many solutions? So one solution. Fine. So isn't it an easy question? But once again I can say that it's a trigonometry based question. So importance of trigonometry has raised, importance of number system has raised in 21. But one thing I can say with my guess, and all my guesses, predictions were correct, come correct, that since there is no direct question on theory of equation in 21, not much. There are questions but not much, the way it was in 20, 19, 18, etc. It was not that much. So I can guess, I can predict that in the advance on 3rd of October there will be very good number of questions on that. Even though I can't totally ruled out that theory of equation has not been considered in 2021. In some other topic we have seen, even in the complex number trigonometry, its application is coming. So it's always there, but there is no direct question. Few direct question. So they will cover up all this miss out in the advance. I hope so. Yeah, the last question: if f of x is a cubic polynomial such that, it's a good question. So it's asked in it is asked on the 1st September first shift 2020. So this month only, f of x is equal to minus 2 upon x. So I can write down this as x f of x plus 2. Fine, is equal to 0. So if f of x is a cubic polynomial, so it's a polynomial, so I will not say equal to 0. See, just make up your 8, 9, 10 standard once again. Students, seriously, if you guys want to repeat mains or aspirant of 22, 23, please, you should just cover up your 8, 9, 10. Even if you guys know, the UPSC student has been told to do the NCERT from the 6th standard to 10th standard. UPSC student used to be told to do the NCERT. The first step which you need to do before taking any book is complete NCERT from 6th standard to 10th standard. Once again I will tell you that 8th standard to 8, 9, 10 mathematics, especially maths, you should cover up, then only you will be in a very good position. So it's a polynomial. so you can't have equal to 0. That's why I have not written. Even though we are getting here x f of x plus 2 equal to 0, but I am not writing it. They are saying that f of x is a cubic polynomial such that 2, 3, 4, 5 are its roots. Okay, so I can say that it is a times x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. Multiplication. These are all multiplication. So that is something the relation I am getting for x is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Cubic polynomial such that this for x is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the value of 52 minus f of some good question. I mean, the step which I have written is not so easy, even though I just written in a casual manner, but it is not so easy. So that is something the step which you guys need to think about. One sec. It's x 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. So a times x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. Fine. So what I can do? Can I take x is equal to 0 so that I will get the value of a? Yeah, I will get the value of a if I put x is equal to 0. So for x is equal to 0, we have this is 0, so this is 2. This is a, so it will be minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. 4 negative become positive, 120. So a will be 1 by 60. A will be 1 by 60. So can I change here directly that value of a is 1 by 60. Value of a is 1 by 60. What else we can have? Can I have something for f of x, because f of 10 is something they are asked. F of 10 is something 52 minus f of 10. So if I got f of x, game over. Fine. So should I jump directly to f of 10? Let us try f of 10, because f of 10 is something the value we have to put down. So f of 10, put x is equal to 10. So it is 10 into f of 10 plus 2 is equal to 1 by 60. Value of a. Yeah, 10 minus 2, 10 minus 3, 10 minus 4, 10 minus 5. Fine. So 5 12s are, then 6 2s are, 2 4s are. So 4 7s are 28 minus 2 is 26 upon 10 is f of 10. So which is nothing but 2.6. So f of 10 is 2.6. So 52 minus f of 10. So 52 minus 2.6. So that is 49.4 is my answer for this question. It's a integer based question. Fine. So 52 minus 2.6, 49.4. So it seems to be a little tougher question. The only tougher part is this. Student used to confuse with one more fact here, that they are given cubic polynomial and they are given 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 rows. So how come it will be cubic polynomial? Don't worry about it. That is something you need to ignore. You just need to follow their conditions. What is the equation? What is the condition they have given? Because ultimately something will ruled out and you will get see. Suppose the value of x, just simply I am saying, suppose the value of x is something which will give any of the bracket 1. So obviously that x ruled out. Fine. So don't worry about that. Just be focused with the condition they are given. Fine. So f of x is a cubic polynomial. So we are written like that, but they are given for x is equal to 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it was equal to 0. Equal to 0 means roots, or we can say zeros of the given cubic polynomial. So we have converted into cubic polynomial. Why we used to write down a? Because there could be any constant value of a. If it is no, then a will be equal to 1. But here a value is there. So that is something 9th standard polynomial chapter. Fine. Hope this is fine. So with this 66 number question, we have finished. I can say most of the questions related with the theory of equation, polynomial, including the logarithm, then complex number, and yes, trigonometry and few more. So I try to cover. Still the August paper is not yet fully come out. So there could be 1 or 2 more questions that if any student want, then we can take it separately. But still till today it has not yet out. I have just taken out all the questions related to this. Fine. So now one more video or maybe 2 will be required for completing the JEE advanced question. In few of the video I have taken JEE advanced question. Now I will just cover up most of the JEE advanced question. It will be very handy, it will be very helpful for the student who is appearing for the advanced on 3rd of October. One more point here I need to mention that few days back I have published a video regarding the JEE Advanced. So in that video I have mentioned that NCERT is very very important for chemistry and physics. So just 2 days back there was a NEET exam. And in that NEET exam, the chemistry, you can say 85% of the chemistry was from NCERT. 85% of the chemistry. So NEET came 2 days back, my video came a week back. Fine. So you can just check out that video once again. I told all the NTA level exam prefer NCERT. So I was so much forced on physics and chemistry, and look at even the physics. It has been expected when I see the interview of quite a few students who is expecting 650 plus mark in their NEET. They told that in physics also it's more than 70-75% it is about NCERT. So that is always a key. Now I wish that everyone follow NCERT profoundly so that it will be very helpful for them. Thank you.